everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Danielle here. I have my viewfinder here, so if you guys catch me glancing, that's where I'm looking at, my laptop with the viewfinder. Anyway, so today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. First of all, I want to thank all the young ladies that asked me some questions, and I like these questions, like I said, because they're detailed and they have some type of substance, and I believe I could use these to help a lot of people. So before I go ahead and continue, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I know you guys are gonna want to come back for more content, for more videos. Okay, so first of all, comment down below, let me know if you guys love my hair. I dyed my hair. I look like my mom and Noah now. We all fit. We all look like gingers now, but I love this hair color. I feel like it does a lot for my face, and I have been like really taking care of my hair. If you guys want some tips on how I grew my hair, comment down below and I'll do a video on my hair growth, because I've been doing actually a lot intentionally for my hair growth. So the first question is, what was the biggest push, reason, and motivation that made you want to lose weight? I can really answer this question and talk for hours, but I'm gonna just break it down a little bit. So it's funny because the other day, like, we're really close friends with our neighbor, and he's just like, wow, like, you look amazing, like your aura is different, everything about you is just different, like the way you walk, the way you act is just different. And I'm just like, wow, like, you haven't seen me in a while, but I guess when you see me in passing, I'm just different. And he's like, what made you do it? And I said to him, it was just time. Like, there was no other way for me to answer it, but it was just time. I can't continue to complain about something and not take the steps to change that thing. We tend to victimize ourselves a lot and talk about, you know, what people do to us or where we've been and what we want to change, but this, and I'm trying, and this is hard. And I was just tired of making the excuses, and I had to put my foot down one day and just be consistent. In terms of what pushed me, it was myself. I didn't like the person that I was seeing in the mirror anymore. I was just tired of being that same old person, coming back every year, year after year, looking the same. The reason I decided to lose weight or to be more consistent on my weight loss journey, was just like long-term down the road. Like, how is it going to affect me? More so my mental health. Being in that state wasn't good for my mental health. And I really just had to put my pride aside, really, and just get it done. Like, I no longer cared about what people thought about me. If people like me bigger, then they like me smaller. I had to like stop caring that people like me smaller, the people don't like me smaller, and people like me bigger. Like, there was just a lot going on that I had to put aside, just so that I can continue to protect myself and protect my feelings and do what's right for Danielle. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer what's right for you, what's right for YouTube, what's right for Instagram, what's right for your family and your friends. It's what's right for you. What is it going to take you to really say, hey, I need to get this together. I need to put my foot down and start this journey, whether this person likes it or not. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what you can accomplish until you start. Last year, at 165 pounds, a lot of people may say that's not a lot, but there's a difference in 165 pounds of muscle versus 165 pounds of fat. I could barely move. A lot of the weight was putting pressure on my knees. I couldn't work out for more than 20 minutes, so I started out working like 10 minutes a day. I was struggling through the burpees, struggling through the jumping jacks, struggling through the push-ups, but I did it anyway, because I'm like, this is how I start. This is how I become the best version of myself. I can't continue to say I want change and then not put in the work to see the change, if that makes sense. Is love enough to stay with somebody? Woo! We're getting deep. No. I don't think love is enough to stay with someone, because until you truly feel what love is, and love for me is just what love says is in the Bible. Like, I want somebody to love me like how God loves the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, just all around, because somebody could love you selfishly or love you and just tag you along but still do things to hurt you. So I don't think that love is enough to stay with somebody. I feel like love needs to be proven in your actions. Love needs to be proven in your words. Love needs to be proven physically. Like I said, how God loves the church, like all around just loving somebody. You gotta love somebody inside and out. You can say you love somebody, but like I said, just do them dirty or say the wrong things or contradict a lot of the things that go along with the word love. So I definitely don't think love is enough to stay with someone. You can feel loved by somebody and not feel appreciated. And sometimes you'll leave and be hurt and you'll cry and be sad and still love that person. But you know, if you really love that person, but you don't feel fulfilled, or if that person really loves you, they'll kind of just give you that space. Like, I love you, but I can't receive you right now. I hope I explained that well. I'm not an expert in love. I've only experienced this feeling once. I'm not easy to just give myself to people, so I've been learning over the years what it means to be loved. But I just know that if everything were to go against what I receive in terms of love, I couldn't put myself in that position. Anybody can say they love you and do things, but sometimes it just, it just goes off the road. I'm just gonna move on from this topic because I feel like I don't know enough to talk about this, but I feel like I've said enough. How should one tackle starting a small business? You just gotta start. Okay, I had no idea what I was doing when I started Dream On Fitness. Literally, I've had that Dream On name in my mind, in my notes for years. I've just been a dreamer. That's just the type of person that I am. And I started TLC, which gave me a background on just sales and promoting and marketing and all of that stuff. And in July of 2020, I was laying in my bed and I was just like, Dream On Fitness, Dream On Fitness. Like, that kind of has a buzz to it. I literally went on Wix that same night. I was probably up for 3-4 hours. I built my website, made a little logo on Canva, and the next day I was just like, boom, we're starting Dream On Fitness. 2-3 weeks later, boom, I have resistance bands. So I just feel like you just have to start. Like, you won't know what you can manage until you start. It's either it's gonna go well or it's gonna fail. And if it fails, you gotta just try again. Like, everything in life that you start is not gonna be positive right away. It's not gonna be amazing right away. You're not gonna get rich overnight. But once you start something and you're dedicated towards it and you feel like there's a message behind it that can inspire other people, you gotta just start. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with just starting something and not being sure of where it's going to take you. And that's what I had to realize. I'm like, the more I decide to delay my dreams and the desires of my heart, is the longer it's going to take me to get to my end goal. I can't expect to be successful in life or in areas of my life, or take care of my mom like I want, or take care of my grandma like I want, or make sure Noah's set up for life and be there in ways for my niece and my nephew if I don't just start something. I had to realize that working for somebody else and not being passionate about that thing is not going to take me anywhere. I'm just going to be settling for the rest of my life. And that was enough drive for me to start a small business. It is a small business, but my plan is for it to grow. So that's why I make sure I do the research. I'm in health and fitness, so I'm going to make sure that I have things behind my name, like my personal training certification and my nutritionist certification and first aid certified. Like, having those things behind your name to strengthen your small business is no longer going to be a small business. And I don't even like calling it a small business. It's a big business. As long as it's in your mind, it is your dream, you're positive about it, it is a big business. Okay? Period. All right. The last question I'm going to answer is asking about, how do you make your long distance relationship work? Okay, so I feel like no matter where you are in the world, whether you're close with somebody or close to the person or far from that person, distance doesn't have anything to do with it, because you can be in a relationship with somebody who lives a sneeze away from you, or lives in your bed, or lays in bed with you every night, but your relationship is trash. And then you can see somebody who's in a long distance relationship and be like, oh, I don't know how she does it. Oh, that's how you guys manage. No. Because we have a good connection. We've established that from the beginning, and we communicate every single day. I'm not going to sit here and say that every day is perfect and we're good all the time, and I'm not putting my business on blast, but it's the reality of a relationship. You don't grin and smile in somebody's face every day of your life and not get into an argument. But the reality is, it's what you've built with that person, right? And what you're willing to go through and what you're willing to work through. And long distance relationships, yes, is a term everybody uses because you're not in proximity with that person, or you're not with that person every single day. But the way I feel about it is just like I said, you can be with somebody every day and your relationship is still trash compared to somebody who's in a relationship with somebody that's miles away or hours away, or plane freaking rides away. Like, distance doesn't really tell anybody if your relationship is good or bad. It's what you've built with that person and what you're willing to take and what you're willing to go through and what you're willing to work through. I'm the type of person where I have to really think through things and lay everything out on the table. I can't just pick up myself and be like, boom, I'm going to do this. No, we got to talk. We got to lay things out. And that's not traditional for a lot of people. But when you're with somebody, you learn from them and they learn from you. There's a lot of give and there's a lot of take. Whereas if you guys are able to go through that and work together, you can deal with things and build with each other still, even if you're not in the same space. So that's the best way I can answer that question. I do have some other questions. I do want to do a spicy Q&A. So I'm going to leave my Instagram on the screen for you guys to go ahead and follow. Leave some questions in my DM or email me or whatever you guys do. If you have me on Snapchat, do that as well. And let's talk a little bit of spice. Like, I want to come on here with a drink and talk to you guys about some spicy Q&As. Or tell me about your first time. I want to read out, little things like that. Like, I'm grown. I'm 26 years old. I'm not a child. What is this? Okay? No, I'm grown. Let's talk about some spicy stuff. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.